guys, it's Crystal from Fruit It. How are you doing today? So today is Tuesday Thoughts, which is kind of like a random experience. My toddler is currently sleeping downstairs. Random thought, I wish I could nap right now too. Why can't I have a nap in the middle of the day? Well, I'm cooking a 15-pound turkey in the oven. And I kind of messed it up this morning. Now, what happened? Well, here I was and I made this most amazing stuffing, like celery, onion, sage, bread, butter, a little bit of apple pieces in there, and I stuffed the turkey. And then I realized that I didn't actually have the skewers that go into like the bird's wings and legs and stuff and cover up the hole where the neck was. Anyways, long story short, here I am and I stuffed this bird and now I can't actually bake it because the legs are gonna get burnt or whatever. So I was like, no brainer. I just took the bird in my turkey basting or my turkey roaster and I put it in my fridge. Thought, oh, it'll be cool, it'll be fine. Well, turns out that you actually have to, once you've stuffed that bird, put in the oven right away, and I didn't do that. So, potential toxins and bacteria, and so I put it in an hour and a half later when I got back and I got the skewers and everything. Long story short, I now need to go get more bread and just make stuffing on the outside and forgo the stuffing that's in the inside of the bird because I just don't want to risk it. Even if you cook it to 165 degrees, the toxins before that are potentially in the stuffing from it being in the fridge. Anyways, so lesson learned. I messed up on the bird, kind of, but now I get to make more stuffing and still have a really nice dinner. What else happened today? Today I got these in. What are these? I actually got one in black too, so I'm going to show you what these are. So I had this idea for a Thursday Purse Day with you guys to do fun gloves and things, and these actually aren't gloves. I thought I just bought all gloves, but I didn't, so bear with me for a sec. One moment. Okay, so these, I was like, oh, like what would be pretty to have on? Oh, they are. Check this out. Ooh, fun. Because I was like, ooh, how cool would it be to do like product reveals and everything with really pretty gloves on? So that's what I did. I went out and I bought myself some really awesome pretty gloves so I can be like, okay, I'm gonna do the next portion of my vlog with these on. Like, look, how cool is that, right? I'll put a link in to where I got these from. Hopefully I can still find the link. You guys can go and check them out as well. So now this brings me to a whole other topic. The topic of my heart. Let's talk about my heart. So I've always had a special heart. And recently I've been having what's called PVCs going on, and that is Premature Ventricular Contractions. There's other names for them, but basically you have your heart and you have these ventricle area in the bottom and the atriums in the top, and normally you have this little electrical node that sends it so you get a pulse in the top portion of your heart. But what's going on is I'm actually getting some extra beats going on, contractions in the bottom part of my heart, and that is like interesting. So I was kind of like on this side of the spectrum. Cool, I like these lace belts. And now I'm like on this side of the spectrum, okay? So like, this is where I am now. Here's this. This needs to be cut. I'll do that afterwards with my sewing scissors. But anyways, long story short, I was over here, and then now somehow I've gotten over here, and I have 8% extra heartbeats a day. So I have up to around 10,000 extra beats a day going on in my special awesome heart. The good news is I also have what's called a mitral valve prolapse regurgitation thing going on, and basically your valves are like this, and if you have a prolapse they're like this, and if they have a regurgitation, one of your mitral leaflets in your heart will actually open a little bit and let some oxygenated blood back out. So the good oxygenated blood comes in and then it opens up and lets it back out. So I get this backwashing occurrence happening. Now, that in the long run is not great, but what they did is I went and did a stress test and didn't make it through because I had all these like extra beats going on. They're like, ooh, what's going on with Crystal? Then I went and had another stress test done, which was actually on this like recumbent bike where I like lay really far back and I was like pedaling with my feet. And then when you're done, think about this, like you're up to like 85% exertion. They actually take you and they turn you at like almost 45-degree angle, and you still have to be pedaling while they ultrasound your heart to see what's going on inside of there. So the really good news, like thumbs up awesomeness, is that I don't have under stress a lot more regurgitation of oxygenated blood going out through that leaflet thing. So it's still quite minor. And my PVCs, those premature ventricular contractions that I'm getting in my lower part of my heart, actually go away. And that's a really good thing because it shows that my heart is not actually under stress, which is a concern if they didn't go away, per se, when you get to that higher level. So, and I wasn't having like 3 beats in a row as much the second time. Now, anyway, so this is gonna be a long vlog, but I'm gonna tell you some more about the heart because it's really special. Here's what I've figured out about the heart. 1, stimulants are not good for your heart. Stimulants usually people point to are alcohol and caffeine. Kick those out of your diet, you guys. You don't need them. Random part, chocolate. I was having a lot of chocolate and that has caffeine in it. So like maybe that was having its effect. 2, I have a bit of a slight deviated septum. I sound nasalized. It's because I have this deviated septum thing going on. So it can interfere with oxygen, I think. Plus the scoliosis. So my lungs, maybe there's something going on there with like getting oxygen in. Long story short, I'm not sure. I'm trying to hypothesize, but like, you know, self-diagnosis. It's so much fun, right? Putting the pieces together. It's like you are your own puzzle. So I'm looking at what's going on with the heart. And I'm going, okay, stimulants aren't great. I know I don't have caffeine anymore. I cut chocolate totally out. I don't drink alcohol. If I do, it's incredibly rare, so it wouldn't be affecting me. But PVCs can also be affected by stress levels in your life and also not relaxing, not sleeping enough. So, I mean, really, if you want to be healthy, there's one other stimulant I should talk about right now, and that is sugar, refined white sugar. Not complex carbohydrates. I'm talking about simple carbohydrates and white sugar. And so what I did is I've cut out the white sugar. Like I was eating a lot of candy and I'm like, I don't need the candy. I don't want to have the candy in my system. And I mean, they look at you to see if you're having a thyroid issue, to see if that's why you're having these PVCs going on. And I mean, thyroid runs in my family, but anyways, long story short, sugar is a stimulant which affects adrenaline, and so does stress in your life. And my dad has not been really well. Like he's had some heart attacks and stuff in his past recently. And you know, it's a worry for me around what's going on with my dad and having a toddler, not sleeping consistently, and just not doing self-care stuff as much as I should have. So in my vlog, you know, and as a new-ish mom, my toddler is 2.5 years old now, I'm going to be bringing to you guys things that I am now doing for heart health. I mean, when you think about heart health, people think about like eating properly or eating healthy, nutritious, nutrient-dense foods, and that is a thumbs up awesome way to go, you guys. Like, you should be eating really healthy, awesome foods, but you should also be doing things as part of your lifestyle to reduce the stress in your life, which is something as a new mom or someone who is an entrepreneur like myself, where I just think I can go, and now I've realized that I can go in the long term, but if I want to be here in the long term, I literally have to do this. I have to meditate. I have to take it easy. So from the first stress test, I know this is like almost 9 minutes now. This is like the longest vlog I've ever done, but hopefully it's interesting from an information perspective. So what have I done to help my heart from the first stress test to the second stress test? Okay, the first stress test I did 2.5 to 3 weeks ago on a treadmill. The second stress test I just did this past week on Thursday on that recumbent kind of bike thing that I was telling you guys about, where I'm at like 45-degree angle finishing it up. And they had the ultrasound to find out what was going on. So, long story short, the second stress test I did had very low triple beats compared to the first stress test where it's like triple beat in the like pre-contraction stage, like, or I should say like premature contraction stage. So here's what I've done, and I'm learning how to relax again. And I say again because I've really lost sight of actually like
taking time for me, as weird as that sounds, because I always am around my toddler, and then if I'm not, I'm with my husband, or I'm doing videos or vlogs or blogs, or I'm like, just like my brain, I needed to learn how to kind of like slow down. So this is my step number 1. This here has been an amazing, amazing relaxer and blessing for my heart, okay? So magnesium. Truth. I have powder form magnesium that I can like put in a drink and drink, but this stuff actually is shown to absorb better than liquid magnesium. I chose to get just the magnesium sulfate. It's a mineral bath I don't do full 2 cups, I do about maybe a cup each bath. It's only for external use, of course, but you put this in a warm bath and you just put some candles on. Let's talk about candles. Candles. This is lavender. I love the smell of lavender. I also love the smell of citrus, and then essential oils like peppermint. You can put a little bit in there. Just create a nice ambient, kind of like relaxing environment for yourself. But this, you guys, if you're feeling like you're just like, you're pushing yourself, you're trying to get to that next level, maybe you're studying, or maybe you have midterms, or maybe you're just like over time, you're like working too much, gotta take this off. This is it. Ready? Ta-da! That was driving me absolutely bonks. Look at that. Little threads, things that people like. Anyways, so let's go back. This is going to help you relax. Work on your breathing, relax when you're having a bath. Take 10 to 15, 20 minutes out for yourself, you guys. It's so important, and it's heart healthy. Magnesium is so great for your heart, you guys. It's so great. I love this, I really do. As you know, look at that, there's a big clump of it in the middle, but I've like used half of it already, and I think it's really helping me. So Epsom salt baths are absolutely great to help you relax, and they're really good for your heart. Other things that are really good for your heart from a supplementation perspective, there's something, I'm not going to get this right, I don't think, Q010, it's a supplement, but offhand, another really great one is the omega-3s. I've also increased my salmon intake. Salmon is so good, you guys, and again, I've reduced my white sugar intake. Like, I'll have like a little treat here and there once, maybe twice a week, and I want to even cut that back more. But I'm literally looking at sugar as like a destroyer of my heart. White sugar, I should say. You need salt for your brain. So I mean, don't skimp out on salt unless you have high blood pressure, and then look into that. But like, salt has been actually really great for me from an electrical perspective. But anyways, long story short, this is at 13 minutes and 24 seconds, so I'm going to stop now. I have my specialist appointment on Monday to talk to her, and chances are she's going to be possibly saying I need to take some medication to stop the extra beats in my ventricular area of my heart. But I'm going to say to her, is it possible for me to work on my relaxation side of things and my breathing side of things, and also double check my sinuses and the deviated septum is not actually affecting my heart stuff going on. So there you go. More sleep, you guys. Sleep is absolutely crucial for your heart health, for your everything health. You're not getting a great sleep. I'm going to do a whole sleep health vlog, because working in the sleep industry actually for half a decade almost, we've got some really great tips for you guys about mattresses, pillows, sleep. So we'll talk about that soon. This is going to get to the 15-minute mark. But I just thought I'd share with you guys what's been going on, because, you know, at first I went through this kind of experience of, I have a toddler, I'm a mom, something's wrong with my heart, I pray I don't have more regurgitation going on. And you know what? My prayers have been answered right now. I don't have a lot more regurgitation going on, I don't believe, from what the cardiologist said when I was there last Thursday. So he's going to do his measurements, but knock on wood, I think I'm okay there. It's now just figuring out how to control these extra beats going on and why. Yeah. So if you're experiencing the same kind of thing, leave me messages in the comments. PVCs are actually secondarily one of the most common arrhythmia situational things that happen to your heart, if that makes it all any sense. But it's something that's going on with me. I do believe that if we can control control our mind and also change our lifestyle up, or change our diet up, like I'm not having spicy foods either, guys, because those trigger them. I'm paying attention to what triggers my PVCs, because you can feel it when it happens. You're like, oh well, what did I just eat? Have I not had enough water? Who am I around? What am I thinking about? And then how can I change things? So it's very interesting. We are an electrical system. Our heart is the electrical force. Just like a power plant governs, you know, the lights in our house, our heart does that for our energy. So in some way or another, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'm Crystal from Fruit It. Please like and subscribe if you haven't yet. This is a new vlog where I've just decided to vlog about random things, lifestyle things, health things, educational things that I learn along the way, and let's get a conversation going. All the best with me and my new awesome gloves for my Thursday days. I'll put a link in. All different colors I've come across. I just think they're beautiful. Like, I would wear these out for a night out. Absolutely on the town. I need to figure out when to do that though. Should happen soon. I'm gonna make room for it. Take care. Bye, guys.